Girls, thank you for joining us for another inspiring interview in our Inspiring Girls Speaker video series. Glam Girls, I hope you are having a powerful superhero type day. Speaking of superheroes, we have someone amazing to introduce you to today. But before I introduce her, I'm Apurva, and some of you may recognize me from previous Glam events where I've been both a mentor and a speaker. When I was 12, I founded my own online art gallery designed to share my artwork and raise funds for charity, and hope to encourage you all to use your own gifts to give back. Now, let me introduce our guest. Her name is Feather Hickox, and she has worked as a leader in the marketing world for nearly 20 years. She has created important marketing campaigns, worked with social media, and used modern technology to get the word out about products and services. She knows a lot about what makes people interested in a product or service and how to get information to people around the world, which is very important in today's world where everyone is so connected. Feather is incredibly passionate about using marketing strategies to help businesses grow and become better. She is currently the Vice President of Marketing at Duetto, a company that helps hotels and casinos improve their businesses through marketing. Very cool. So Feather, marketing can involve a lot of different roles and strategies, like advertising, social media, and learning how to communicate with different people. For you, what is the most interesting part of working as a leader in marketing?
Thank you so much, Apurva. Marketing is a function that includes a lot of different activities. So sometimes you're working on something really creative, like designing a new website or writing an advertisement or making a video. And sometimes you're working with numbers and data analysis and trying to understand how your marketing is performing and how it's helping grow a business. So it's a really diverse set of activities. And so you never get bored. And one thing that is really fun about marketing is that as more and more people spend time online and in social media, you have to be aware of everything that's happening in digital and on the internet. And so it's always changing and there's always something new to learn. And it's really fun to understand what people enjoy and what they like to read and what they like to watch.
Do you have a message for young girls who want to have a career in marketing?
I love what I do because of the creative and constantly changing nature of marketing. And that's really fun for me. But there's also times when my job can be really challenging. So if people don't agree with me on the direction that I want to take a particular campaign, or if the marketing programs aren't producing the results that we expected, you need to be ready to hear criticism and make improvements to your marketing programs. And so, as you grow in your careers, it's important to remember that the things you love about what you do and, be able to accept some of the challenges that come with that.
Was there a moment in your life, maybe when you were a kid, when you realized that you were a leader or you wanted to be a leader? We would love to hear about your journey.
Thank you so much. I've always been somebody who had a vision and had big ideas, and I wanted to see that vision come to life. And whether that was, organizing a play with my friends when I was a kid, and I'm sure a lot of glam girls have big dreams and visions and for what they can do in their lives and with their careers. And I was also the kind of kid who didn't like to be told what to do. And so I didn't like to do the same things as everybody else. And I remember working with my teachers in high school when I tried to think about this. And I would always ask them to design projects for me that were different from what all the other kids were doing. I never wanted to write the same book report as all the other kids. And I think it was then that I realized that if I stepped up and engaged with the leaders around me and asked for what I needed, that I could achieve more and get closer to my vision. And that's really what has motivated me to continue to build leadership skills.
Great, thank you. I think, yeah, like you said, all the glam girls have wonderful visions and wonderful ideas for the future, but sometimes it can be a little tough holding on to the motivation, especially when you're growing up and doing all that. So what advice do you wish you had growing up?
You're right. It is hard to hang on to the motivation, and everything doesn't always go your way when you're trying to build a career. And when you dream big and you have a vision, it's easy to be impatient and get frustrated when things don't go as planned. And so some advice that I got first from my mother But then later in my career from a very successful mentor of mine is that things take time. It's easy to see what might seem like an overnight success that someone else is having and feel bad or frustrated that you're not where you might like to be. But careers are long and you will have a lot of opportunities. So remember, as you're going out to try to build your career, that things take time.
At GLAM, girls learn that we each have a superpower, and we learn how important it is to embrace what is unique and different about ourselves. For you personally, how would you define a superpower, and what is your superpower?
Oh, that's such a great question. And, as somebody who has seen every Avengers movie multiple times, I would say that your superpower is something that makes you unique, as you said, and that when needed, you can tap into it to overcome obstacles and do incredible things. My superpower is looking at the world with empathy. And what this means is that I look at how my actions affect others as people and as humans first, and then as an executive or a business person. And it means that I try to reach an understanding of somebody and their perspective, even if I don't agree with them. And that has served me really well in my career and in my life.
Thank you so much for telling us about your journey, and thank you so much for meeting with us today. GLAM girls, thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget you can check out the GLAM website anytime you'd like to rewatch this video. Until next time, I'm signing off for today.